Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and some more information was released via the development blog today. Yesterday they announced the changes to Season 11 of Clan Battles, and now today they released some changes to test ships and some overall balance changes. So if you want to read along as I read aloud, the article is in the link down below. I will put any relevant artwork or pictures up on the screen if there are any in this article. But again, if you just want to read along or if you just want to check out the article for yourself, the link is in the description down below. So let's go ahead and dive right on into this. PT.9.9 Changes to test ships and balance changes. Please note that all information in the development blog is preliminary and subject to change during testing. Any showcased features may or may not end up on the main server. The final information will be published on our game's website. Tier 5 Hawkins, that's the British heavy cruiser. Main battery guns reload time reduced from 12.6 to 12.1 seconds. Implacable, that's the Tier 8 British CV. Bomb parameters were changed. Maximum damage increased from 4,700 to 4,900. Chance of causing a fire on target increased from 27% to 28%. Petropavlovsk. Detectability range by ships increased from 14.9 to 15.4 kilometers. Other detectability ranges increased accordingly. Riga, Tier 9, Soviet heavy cruiser. Main battery guns reload time reduced from 15 to 14.5 seconds. Detectability range by ships increased from 14.74 kilometers to 15.04 kilometers. Other detectability ranges increased accordingly. Engine boost modification 1 upgrade. Bonus to the action time of the consumable reduced from 40% to 30%. Belfast 43. Number of short burst smoke generator consumables increased from 2 to 3. Vermont, that's the Tier 10 American BB split battleship. Signal parameters increased from 1.9 to 1.95. Holy God, more on that later. Leon, Tier 6 Italian Premium DD. Haven't heard about from this thing in forever. Main battery guns reload time increased from 8.5 to 9.5 seconds. Good old sap. Tier 9 Polo Emilio, affectionately known as the YOLO Emilio. The angle at which the check for ricochets is made for sap shells is reduced from 70 to 60 degrees. The guarantee ricochet angle for sap shells is reduced from 80 to 75 degrees. Bonus to the ship's maximum speed from the emergency engine power consumable is increased from 20 to 25%. Tier 5 Oklahoma, that's the upcoming premium American battleship. AP shell armor penetration was increased. Franklin D. Roosevelt, that's the premium Tier 10 US CV. Number of rockets on attack aircraft reduced from 28 to 26. Japanese battleship Hizen, Tier 9. Deck armor increased from 25 to 32 millimeters, something that ship desperately needed after the last changes. Okay, so the title of this video is about the Petropavlovsk, because that is by far one of the most powerful ships in the game right now, and it did get a bit of a nerf. It can no longer stealth radar with its, like, God, what was it? I think the range at which, I should be playing it on screen right now, so you can check what I'm saying. With a full concealment build, I believe its detection range was like 0.1 or 0.2 kilometers underneath its radar range. So you could technically stealth radar with the Petropavlovsk, but only for, 0.2 kilometers. So it was never really that big of a deal in my mind, at least. Now, the thing with wargaming is that they've shifted from doing big sweeping changes like they did during the CV rework to just slowly tweaking things. So this might be the beginning of Petro's detection range slowly getting cranked up over time until they find the sweet spot. Because again, if you remember like a year ago with the CV rework, and even just everything back then, they would go from one extreme to the other with nerfs and buffs. So again, it doesn't seem like that big of a nerf to the Petro, but I do believe over time it wouldn't surprise me that this thing's detection range slowly gets cranked up. The rig, on the other hand, decreasing its reload from 15 seconds to 14.5 seconds. I never thought the Riga was struggling. Me seeing it in battle and such, and seeing the popularity of it, I didn't think it was struggling all that much, but its detection range got increased too, so again, I don't remember if the Riga can stealth radar or not. I didn't play that much of it. By that much of it, I mean I haven't actually played it yet. So I think the Riga can too, just because Soviet radar, lol, but now it can't. Oh yeah, it definitely can. Its old detectability range is 14.7. Oh yeah, the thing could definitely stealth radar. So yeah, it can't anymore. Okay, some other notable changes: the Vermont Sigma being increased to 1.95 with 12 18-inch guns. Holy crap! Ah, God, I mean, like, they really, really, really want this thing to be a sniper. I know I put out my USBB split video the other day talking about how I would change the USBBs, the new ones at least. And God, I mean, shoot, 1.95 kilometers. I mean, I do know that it got buffed from, I think the Sigma was like 1.7 when it got announced, and now it's 1.95. Like, good Lord, dude, you're 0.05. Actually, no, you're still a little bit away, because Yami has a 2.1, has 2.01 or something like that. So it's now encroaching upon Yami's territory of being accurate at range, but it's got 3 more guns than the Yami. They are slightly smaller than the Yami's guns by 3 millimeters, but shoot, jeez. No word on the speed though, but again, we have 1.95 kilometers. Good dispersion because it's an American battleship, and then the plotting room mod 2. On top of that, these things, the Vermont at least, is going to be crazy accurate. I'm sorry I'm spending so much time talking about that, but that's crazy that they're actually increasing the Sigma on that ship. Yeah, okay, so the Leon, I think this is the first bit of news we've had about the Leon. Oh god, actually, I don't know if you say that like Leon, the tier 6 premium Italian DD. Leon, I think Leon would be the better pronunciation. I'm not Italian, don't know how to speak Italian. But yeah, main battery guns reload time increased from 8.5 to 9.5 seconds. I'm assuming it's because it has SAP, and a DD with SAP would absolutely dominate other destroyers. So yeah, but hey, they're still working on it. They haven't just tossed it to the wayside. And the YOLO Emilio, it has its speed boost back now to where it can travel at warp speeds and just bum rush whatever it wants to. And it still has SAP. I know they did nerf the guns a little bit, but from what I'm hearing, it doesn't really matter because now it has its crazy engine boost back with its smoke screen, with its fuel smoke too. So that's happening as well. Belfast 43 got a bit of a buff too with another smoke screen now, and it is still the DD consumable, the British DD smoke consumable. So it's not a permanent smoke screen like the Belfast that we have right now, but you get 3 of those rather than 2. Yeah, 2's a little short. You can get, if they stuck with 2, you could get 3 with Superintendent, but now you can get 4, and these smoke screens don't really last that long. And part of what makes the current Belfast so powerful is that it has a smoke generator, and it can sit in there and just farm damage with radar and hydroacoustic search. So Belfast 43 having only 3 of these short burst smoke consumables now, I think that sounds about right. Oklahoma getting better AP, that's great. I wish they would have told us a bit more besides just saying, yeah, it's getting some better AP pins. Like, okay, can we have a little bit more detail, please? But, I mean, that's good news. She does have 10 guns, and this is a Pearl Harbor ship, by the way, and a lot of people, including myself, are excited for her to make it into the game. Engine Boost Mod 1 getting nerfed, down from 40% to 30%. Huh. I mean, okay. I didn't think there was that much of a problem with ships running that consumable on their ship. I thought it was okay. Never really thought, oh, that ship's going too fast, they should nerf Engine Boost Mod 1. Maybe it's because of the Polo Emilio. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't think so, but alright. Implacable getting buffed. I mean, more damage on HE bombs and another % chance of starting a fire. And these numbers may not sound too crazy, but do keep in mind that it's the Implacable. It carpet bombs the crap out of everything. So yeah, that's a pretty big buff to its planes right there, and to its fire chance, which already in my mind was pretty good, and it did a pretty darn good job of setting fires on, well, you know, everything. Yeah. So that's the high. Oh yeah, and the Hizen. I want to talk about this. So the Hizen, its central deck plating was only 25 millimeters. So that's, you know, the deck plating around the superstructure. So it would absolutely get torn up by HE. And I was very confused when I saw that armor scheme. I'm like, okay, so it's got decent bow and stern deck plating, but then for some reason in the middle they just forgot to put armor there. And yeah, it would have absolutely have gotten eaten up by just the current levels of HE spam in the game. So 32 millimeters will help cut back on that, but again, still plenty of ships, especially at tier 9 and tier 10, which the ship can of course see, that can pin 32 millimeters of plating. So yeah, it's still going to be vulnerable to HE spam, but not as much now, considering, you know, that 25 millimeter deck plating would have been pretty darn atrocious by any standards, let alone tier 9. But okay, I think that's a good change, and I'm excited for the Hizen. It looks like a actually pretty good battleship so far. They have changed a bit about it, but we'll see how it turns out. So guys, that's it for this patch, and that's all the thoughts I have on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think Petro needs to be nerfed some more? I know a whole lot of you probably will agree with that statement right there. Do you think it's fine as is? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 20,000 subs. We just passed 17,000 a couple days ago, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. I will be streaming tonight. We're doing a bit of a special stream tonight. It is a 4-hour stream rather than a 3-hour stream. The way it's going to work, from 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time until 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, that will be World of Warships. But from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. we will be doing Among Us. The resident members of TSOF got the game, and we had a blast playing it, and I figured you guys might want to catch us playing it on stream. Pretty hilarious. Some of us know how to be very sneaky. Some of us try to murder everybody else in front. No, actually just me. A certain member, Super, tried to murder me in front of, well, everybody, and then try to talk his way out of it. It's pretty entertaining, and I figured you guys would like to see our hijinks in that game. But anyway, come out tonight on the channel at 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time to catch that. Hope to see you guys there. Again, guys, hope you're having a great Friday. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.